Welcome to the Practical Alchemy New Moon reading for January 29th. Today is the 30th. I wanted to come on and not skip this new moon. So welcome to my channel. I'm going to pull up the chart for this new moon in Aquarius. And I also have a tarot spread and also an oracle card with some runes to have a look at this. There is a little bit of noise outside. Hopefully that doesn't interfere with this reading. So let's get started. We have this new moon at 9 degrees of Aquarius. And this new moon at 9 degrees is in a trine with Jupiter and Gemini. So you want to look at your house or your chart where this falls in your house. So for example, if this falls in my 11th house. So this is a house of friendship and innovation, the downloading of knowledge through realization or awakenings. So for many people, this new moon is new friendships, new social groups, new beginnings in community kind of environments. And it's an expansion of social groups. This new moon is also in a square with Vesta. Vesta represents a dedication, and this is in Scorpio. So Scorpio has to do with death, rebirth, intimacy, other people's finances, investigation, exposing truth. Scorpio is ruled by Mars, so it is, but it's a water sign, so it's there's an intensity about Scorpio, as we all know. So there's something that you may be dedicated to do with any of those themes that may be difficult or a struggle at the moment. Vesta is associated with Virgo. In mythology, Vesta was goddess of hearth and home. Vesta is associated with servitude and dedication. There's a purity about Vesta, and it represents something that is eternal. So those are the two main aspects that I see. So let's look at the tarot that I have and see how this connects. So this is really positive, joyful, kind of optimistic energy, which is in line with Aquarius, hopes and dreams, great optimism, realizations, ideas. So it starts out with the Knight of Wands, and this is something that is happening quickly. Maybe something that has appeared, a new friendship that has appeared in your life, or something to do with your community, or having realizations in quiet times, because it's associated with the moon. And the rune that is laying on top of this is a rune about enchantment, which means that it could be something that coming into your life right now that is totally enchanting to you, because it's about something that could be potentially very prosperous. So there's risks, there's strategy involved in order to kind of nurture this opportunity, whatever it is that's kind of come in very quickly. And we do have Icarus in a conjunction with this new moon, which means that there's a balance that needs to be maintained so that it doesn't fizzle, so you don't self-sabotage this opportunity. And the way that that would happen, according to the Icarus energy, is that you become too overconfident or take on too much. If you've got things going on that are all happening simultaneously with this new moon, there's a risk of overspending your energy. And also it's confirmed by this rune. So it's sort of saying if you get overexcited and veer too far away from sort of like a balanced, safe approach, it could mean that the situation or the opportunity will deplete your energy rather than giving you momentum. So there's a bit of a wouldn't say warning, but advisory to not get too overconfident, overexcited about something, even though it's a very good opportunity. And there's something spiritual about this as well. If this is a community thing or a new friendship or a new beginning in whatever house this is for you, it involves other people. So that means there's all these other personalities that you are going to be working with and dealing with, nurturing. One thing the rune also would indicate is that there could be unexpected events that happen where you might find yourself in the right place, the right time, so that you avoid something that is damaging to you, as in foreseeing this, because we have the Pisces energy. It's using your intuition as much as using your logic to strategize how are you going to manage all of the moving pieces to this new moon. So I see people spending a lot of time in contemplation, even meditation, just having some alone time to evaluate, consider, and plan, because we do have the Seven of Pentacles as well here. And this is indicating that this, whatever this is a journey. It takes time. Even though there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of excitement, you're ready for something here, but it is going to require you to reflect and to plan, strategize, look at all the details, and be patient, most of all. The center of this reading is the Two of Cups. So, whatever this is for you, this is something that, like the card indicates, over time, it has brought you to this place in time for this purpose, for this partnership, for this opportunity, for this event, whatever it is for you. And it's like you are perfect for this. Could be a job, it could be a person. It's like it's saying this is meant for you. And there's a lot of support here. We have the Lovers card. So I'm thinking for a lot of people, this is new friendships, new partnerships. And for others, this could be promotions or different opportunities that you are interested in, that you may have been kind of waiting for. But again, it's about seeing it from a holistic perspective. Because on one hand, you're in the moment and you're ready to get into something, but at the same time, it's also saying that it requires a higher perspective. So the rune that is on the Two of Cups here is about success. It's something that is fortunate, a gift reciprocated. Your talents have been applied to something and it's either been recognized or if this is a partnership, this is reciprocation in those feelings, especially because it's next to the Lovers. And this is about a balance of yin yang, masculine, feminine, sort of shows this Adam and Eve kind of depiction, which makes me think this is the very, very beginning of something. Perhaps this is something that's completely new to you, a new kind of partnership, new kind of opportunity that you haven't done before, if it's a job. But it's perfect for you, is what it's saying. And you have the foresight, the intuition, passion, patience, the ability to contemplate what this is going to mean for you, and the intelligence to uh, take a balanced approach. Because if we just had this Knight of Wands, this Knight of Wands just rushes in, doesn't really think about much, just is so passionate, wants something now. And what he's rushing into, or what he or she is rushing into, is a whole new world of something that you may not be familiar with. It is a great opportunity, whatever it is. So then we have the Justice card, which is about balance. It is about also a karmic outcome. So for those who are experiencing something that has happened quickly, or it's uh, enticing you, it's appealing, you feel like it's right for you, there's something about this opportunity that you're in the right place at the right time. And maybe you just go with those emotions and those passions and don't take the time to step back, contemplate, or have patience. The karmic outcome of those actions could be unsuccessful uh, outcome, an unsuccessful outcome. This is what the Justice card is indicating. It's how you approach this. It's measured. Everything you do has a cause and effect and a karmic outcome. This is something that is about diplomacy, communication in partnerships. It's going to be fair for you. It's something that, yes, it's expanding your world. We have it, in a trine with this Jupiter and Gemini, expanding your world somehow. Your community, your social networks, maybe you got a small business, and whatever community you're in or social opportunities is expanding your business. Or if it's a work situation, you're expanding your opportunities, because what it is saying is that this is leading to success. Six of Wands, success, recognition, and this King of Swords. So this could be a person entering into the picture. This could also be about communication from someone who is in a position of giving advice in a way that is factual. And the rune that we have here, clarifying the success and this King of Swords, is someone who I think is very poetic and eloquent, because this is what the rune means. Someone who is wise. I think it's a friendship, a useful friendship, or some sort of useful counsel to you. And if this is a love situation, this is a friendship foundation. You want it to be long lasting. But there may be something about this that is a challenge, or an obstacle, I would say, to do with something on the feminine, in the feminine realm. Let's have a look at the Sabian symbol. So because it's at 9 degrees Aquarius, that means the Sabian symbol for this is 10. A person who had for a time become the embodiment of an ideal is made to realize that as a person, he is not this ideal. This shows the need to recognize or realize when conditions are changing, or when there's a need to work on yourself or your image. This can imply having the scales fall from your eyes about someone. You may have thought the world of them, and then they are not the person you thought. You could wake up realizing that you're not who or what you said or thought you were. Relationships may be left behind. The revelation can be amazing, but it requires accurately assessing what is and what isn't the ideal. I think that this opportunity is not what you expected. It's not what you expected it to be, whatever it is: love, work, opportunity. It's something that you wanted, you have been waiting for, but maybe you idealized it in a way that is not actually how it's going to happen. And this revelation is possibly shocking to you, because we have Uranus energy with this. Uranus rules Aquarius, and an Aquarian energy, as we know, is known for, if you have a lot of Aquarius energy, it's unconventional, it's outside of the box. Popular support does not always equate with depth of character and self-worth. Be wary of fleeting opportunities and committing before you understand what you're dealing with. Again, with the strategy, the balance, the Icarus energy on this new moon, be aware, use your intuition, your gut instinct to really look into what you're jumping into. It's mainly so that you can understand what you're dealing with. Because if it's not what you idealize, then you have to kind of delve into it. Maybe this is what the challenge is with this new moon squaring Vesta is something that you are going to be dedicated to, but it's new to you. So that requires a lot more kind of learning and exploring, investigating, finding deeper truth, looking underneath the surface. Whatever this is, it's not a surface kind of thing. It's not a surface relationship. It's not superficial. If it's a job for you, it's going to require you to delve into areas that you haven't been to before. So understand what you're dealing with. And some key words, the big awakening, staying true, reversals of fortune, waking up just in time, not truly seeing people or scales falling from one's eyes, projections of personality. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of personalities around this opportunity for you. Not realizing or admitting changes. Maybe you have to admit that you have changed, and that is why you're being presented with this opportunity. And it's not what you thought it would be because you have changed. So there could be realizations about how you personally have changed, how your personality has changed. And that is attracting other people who are in sync with that. There's also a level of disappointment that could be coming up because we do have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. Pisces, if you have a lot of Pisces, you know about disappointment and being seriously let down, disillusionment. So there's that. Um, but I think the way to avoid that sort of energy of disillusionment is to see things from every angle and to allow things to unfold over time. Even though there's like a lot of passion and you want to jump into something, it's going to take time for the ultimate optimum outcome with this because something in the situation has to come into balance, whether that's you or that is the other people involved. There is still a need for some sort of uh, balance here with this new moon. The oracle card that came up for this reading is the psychic healing, which is mugwort. And interesting that it's number 10, and we are looking at the 10th degree in Aquarius. The 10 is symbolizing some kind of full circle completion. I would say that you're probably psychically connected to this new thing, new partnership, or new opportunity. So this is about dream work, the liminal space in transition, and other realities, clairvoyance, foresight. So there's a lot of, like I said, with the hangman coming up here, and the two of cups and the moon, a lot of intuitive foresight involved in this opportunity or some sort of psychic connection. So this is an herb that is a moon ally, and it symbolizes the workings of our intuition, dreams, unconscious mind. The silvery light of the moon illuminates the path to higher consciousness, winding through La Selva Subterranea, the underground forest. The moon represents our emotional body, the shadow self, the underworld, the psychic abilities, and the occult. Its dark side can bring on illusions, fear, and feelings of separation. So what I'm feeling is that if you are in a state of fear, that would be an indication to you that maybe you haven't really healed from something that was traumatizing to you or something that you experienced. Because what I see here is a really, really good positive opportunity. And if you're experiencing fear, before you sabotage this, you first must go to this underground forest. So it says La Selva Subterranea, which makes sense because this is if you're experiencing fear, something is not healed. Or maybe you feel completely disconnected from this really wonderful opportunity, which would also indicate that you are feeling more in this hanged man energy than in the lover's energy. So this is the balance. Hanged man, the lovers. The lovers is a Gemini energy. The hanged man is a Pisces energy. I remember the peace dealer, who's an astrologer on YouTube, he once mentioned to me that uh, Pisces and Gemini are like cosmic twins. There's similarities with Gemini, but they're so vastly very different. So the balance between these two would be not to get, not to be too completely disconnected from reality, or go off in too much of a fantasy mode with this connection, whatever it is, or opportunity, because then you will set yourself up for some sort of disillusionment. On the other hand, with this Gemini energy, it's something that uh, could expand and grow because we have this Jupiter energy in Gemini at the moment, and it's in a strong trine with this new moon. You don't want to be too flippant and playful with this opportunity either, or do something without thinking, or talk too much about it before it's actually solidified. It's a really creative connection, whatever it is. You will be able to use your creativity. Both Pisces and Gemini are very creative energies. And if this is the partnership between a Pisces and a Gemini, this is a very healing connection. Or if this is about, Pisces energy coming into a Gemini situation, like a group of people or some sort of social situation, the group will benefit from this higher minded kind of Pisces energy coming into the situation, and vice versa. This social playfulness will benefit this Pisces person or energy in being more in reality. The outcome of this is successful, and it's just about creating the balance, but not overthinking it, just being patient. And so, getting back to the herb that came up for this reading, there's resilience about this. So the connection is quite strong. The opportunity is strong. It's not going to be passing you by very easily. And also, it indicates that whatever this opportunity is, it might be in an environment that is troubled, or there's issues, and you or this connection that you have or this opportunity is about healing the situation. If this is about a work situation, your talents in bringing peace and harmony and healing into the situation are going to be noticed and appreciated. So the guidance with the mugwort is about the moon. It's feminine. I'll just read this. Her wise white owl meet you as you enter the liminal space between one life phase and the next. Your channel is wide open. She is instructing you on how to draw upon your psychic powers to pass through this test within the realms of shadow. You are not lost. Oftentimes, the greatest clarity dawns after the darkest hours. Owl medicine asks you to use the powers of keen psychic sight to observe and intuit aspects of your life that may still lay in darkness. Confront that which is unworthy of your devotion. Again, that takes me back to this, the challenge with this new moon is confronting some kind of dark Scorpio aspect within the situation. I think it could be a personal kind of confronting, so that you don't sabotage this situation in some way, or that if there's sabotage going on in the group, that you may be the only one who has the psychic insight to observe what is toxic or what needs to be confronted that is unworthy of energy, or putting energy in. Because Vesta is about putting energy in So we don't want to be spending energy on something and it's going in the negative direction. And if there's negativity involved in the situation, maybe you are the one to observe and to purify this. Eradicate destructive forces. Pay attention to the signs and omens that appear as you navigate the labyrinth of the subterranean forest. So that's what I'm going to call this reading. The underground forest. As enjoyable, enticing, and exciting as whatever this opportunity is, there is something beneath the surface that is needing healing or eradication. That could be within you, could be within the group, it could be within a situation. And I think that based on this chart, you might be expanding your network. There's a lot of wisdom to share or absorb from this situation. And there's a creativity about it, as there's uh, it's very friendship based, and there is a risk of temptation. So again, with the Icarus, maybe think before you jump into something or say something or do something, because you don't want to completely bypass the innate wisdom that you have that would bring you towards a very peaceful, successful outcome here. So I'll leave that with you. I'll get this uploaded for everyone and I'll be back for the full moon. Sending love. Bye.